Greetings, greetings, greetings. Royal family, welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Morning Boogie with me, Royal B. It is Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. Hopefully, all is well with everyone listening to the sound of my voice. And if not, hopefully by the end of this broadcast, all will be well. All right. So we got a couple of things to talk about as usual. All right. This is a little bit of the lineup. Nick Cannon, you're fired. Nick Cannon was fired recently, so we're gonna get into that. Tyra Banks got a new hosting gig. Definitely have some opinions on that. I'll be sure. R&B singer I'll be sure. Ooh, he made some strong allegations. He got emotional recently on his IG. And I noticed that post that he made regarding his ex, Kim Porter, who passed away almost, 3 years ago now? 2.5 years ago or so. That post is gone. So we're going to get into that. Got a couple of other things before we get to these famous people. Be sure to like the video as you're coming in. Make sure you pay your entry fee, guys, okay? And as the commentary is being brought to you guys, please drop down in the comments, share your thoughts, share your opinions. I do love interacting with you guys. And thank you to all of you who have joined the broadcast and participated in the comments after the replay and also in the live chat. I greatly appreciate it. Also want to give a warm welcome to my new Royal family members, new subscribers. Where you at? Drop down in the comments, raise your hand. Let me know that you are a new subscriber so I can show you some love. And of course, to all my regulars that's been holding down the Royal family since the beginning, you know I love y'all. All right, so let's just get straight into it. So before we get to Tyra, I'll be sure, Nick Cannon, first up on the list is Tamar Braxton, Evelyn's daughter. Lord, Tamar victim Braxton. She says that producers ruined the image of her family. So she says that the white executives who have the power to tell black stories are the reason her family show, Braxton Family Values, wasn't as fun or funny after the first few seasons. So there was an exchange in the comment section on Twitter. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter and Instagram at she_royalb. Okay. And if you're not on Twitter, get on, create an account. It's free because it goes down on Twitter. Anyway, so there was an exchange in the comments of a video of Tamar. It was a clip of an old Braxton Family Values episode. So apparently this back and forth in the comments section caught Tamar's attention. And one social media user or one commenter said that the show was funny in the first few seasons, but lost their attention once it became only drama. So, of course, Tamar, she had time, I guess. So she retweeted the comment. And then in her caption, she says, and still more drama till this day. But that's what happens when it's all white executives having all the power and telling your black family stories. I will get justice for my family and all other black reality shows with the narrative of all black people and negativity. It's terrible. I'm tired. Lord, the drama. Then she tweeted, your post is exactly what I'm talking about. I too feel the same way. It used to be funny and fun, but some will say, well, you actually said or did the negative things. True, but now true. I think she meant true, but not true, but I'm reading it how she wrote it. It's the context, and that's why they do it, to ruin your credibility. I don't know if you guys know how I feel about Tamar, but I'll hold my thoughts until the end. So she replied to another fan who inquired about Braxton Family Values returning to a black-owned network. They gave some suggestions like BET, Bounce TV, TV One. Tamar replies with, are we going to talk about pay? I 100% wrote the theme song, Where is the Coin? Our show is on Netflix, Where is the Coin? 10 years on the air. We make 75% less than the in-laws of Kanye West. How come there are no villains on that show? I could just see Tamar like rolling her neck. She then cleaned up her comment by saying, this is not about pay. This is about feeling like a slave. This is what Tamar is writing on Twitter. She says she feels like it's about feeling like a slave in a slave contract, being made to work in a hostile environment, then being treated like a house slave on the plantation, complaining to the massa and being repeatedly punished for speaking up. And then she ended her little Twitter thread with, this isn't a rant that started with a statement with a fan saying how much they missed how funny my family was. They stopped watching because it was too much drama. So this is not quote unquote crazy Tamar, which is always the story when I'm telling the truth. Tamar, and I'm just gonna give it to you straight, no chaser. I feel, disclaimer, my opinion. I feel like Tamar is still immature and refuses to take accountability for anything that she has done. Now, I'm not challenging what she said about production and executives and things like that. She's made complaints in the past about WeTV and how she was painted out to be this, and she doesn't like the way that she's portrayed that. And even in I think it was the last season, her sisters and herself, some of her sisters and herself decided to not film, leaving Tracy to film, and they had to just come up with a whole bunch of stuff. It was just awkward. And then they ended up turning on Tracy because she filmed with the network and she didn't stand with them. It was just a whole bunch of mess. What I find comical about this, though, and again, I'm not negating what she's saying, there very well could be behind the scenes drama, but girl, stop blaming everything on production and executives telling your story. You went to the network and pitched this show. That's how the story goes. Tony didn't want to be a part of it, but then she signed on because she felt guilty because she wanted her sisters to be able to make money and, have something for themselves. That's the way the story goes, right? So when you were negotiating the contract, you didn't have any say-so. As big as your mouth is and as much as your neck rolls, you didn't have any say-so in how things were going to go during filming, what was going to be filmed, what wasn't going to be filmed. And as far as the theme song, to my knowledge, from what I remember from the show, I think Vince was the one that owned the rights to the show. So, and then let me tell you what's comical about all this, right? She says all of this. She's made these little rants about the network in the past, and now she's saying this. She currently has a reality show. They're advertising a reality show that's supposed to be airing sometime this month, the month of July, on WeTV, the very same network that Braxton Family Values aired on. So what do I say to that? Bye, Tamar. Moving along, make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you are coming in and dropping your comments. Up next, Billboard. They changed their chart rules recently, so they're changing the rules to its Billboard 200 and Hot 100 and other album and song charts. This is so interesting, boy. Now, this move effectively does away with bundles. This is straight from Billboard.com. So this move is basically going to effectively do away with bundles as methods of supercharging chart performance, as well as the instant digital sales attached to purchases for physical albums delivered at a later date. Now, under the new rules, all albums bundled with either merchandise or concert tickets must be promoted as an a la carte add-on to those purchases in order to be counted on the charts. In addition, Billboard will no longer allow sales of physical albums or singles that are bundled with digital downloads to be reported as why am I so tongue-tied? Sorry, y'all. The iced coffee got me hyper. Anyway, what was I saying? So they will no longer allow sales of physical albums or singles that are bundled with digital downloads to be reported as digital sales. Try saying that 5 times fast. thereby eliminating the practice of quote unquote spontaneous non-manufactured items being used to influence first week chart rankings. Only when a physical item is shipped will it be counted in Billboard's official tallies. The practice of selling vinyl, CDs, and other physical releases that won't be manufactured and shipped to consumers for weeks or months while offering a digital download that can be redeemed instantly. This has become a widespread as of late, according to Billboard, with artists including Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, and Tekashi 6ix9ine, all recently using the tactic to boost their chart positions. So the new guidelines will better ensure, according to Billboard, that Billboard chart rankings more accurately reflect the conscious purchasing decisions of consumers and level the playing field for all artists. So in other words, concert tickets, merchandise like hoodies, stickers, phone cases, headbands, ankle bracelets, whatever, along with you purchasing your favorite artist's single or album online, digital download, those purchases of the merchandise along with the album or the single that your favorite artist puts out are no longer going to be counted toward their chart rankings until that sweatshirt is shipped. Because what ends up happening is, let's say I release, you know what I'm saying, my hottest freestyles at midnight. You're going to purchase my digital download. You're going to have that available to your phone, computer, tablet, whatever. And then along with that, I'm selling a sweatshirt. So you're going to buy the sweatshirt, but the sweatshirt's not going to be coming for another 3 to 6 weeks. So until that sweatshirt is shipped, then and only then will that sweatshirt purchase count towards sales of my album. I think I got it right. I don't know. I read this. But it's, you know, they're picking and choosing what they want to count. And I feel, disclaimer, my opinion, that they're only doing this because they've seen certain artists actually playing by the rules before they decided to change it and being successful. Does anyone remember when a young lady from Queens was very vocal about this very same thing? And she was called a sore loser. She was called a hater. Anyone remember? So now recently when she did a song, a collaboration with someone and played by Billboard's rules, she did bundling. Some of the proceeds was going toward the Black Lives Matter movement. They didn't like that. You know, she got a #1 with this person, this same lady from Queens. And now, interestingly enough, the rules are changing. So there's no effective date as of yet. But again, this is straight from Billboard's website. All politics. It's called the music business, and the operative word is business. Let's move along. I'll be sure. He feels that his ex, Kim Porter, was murdered, y'all. You guys know who Kim Porter is. Kim Porter has a son with Al B. Sure, Quincy. And she also has 3 children with P. Diddy, the twin girls. And also, what is his son name? Not just a Christian. So Al B. Sure is clearly still mourning the death of his ex, Kim Porter. Kim Porter, she passed away in 2018. And according to the coroner's report, the cause of death was lobar pneumonia, which is an inflammation of an entire lobe in the lungs. But Al B. Sure feels differently. So in a recent Instagram post, Al B. Sure posted that Porter's death was a homicide and doesn't believe that she passed away from an illness. In the video, Al B. Sure can be seen crying while listening to an R&B in the background. Now the caption on his post reads, the morning of the Soul Train BET pre-production, Jessica Collins Entertainment. He's adding all these people. This is what he wrote. Al B's Around the World. I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Lady KP's, aka Kim Porter's, murder and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I was on my way to film the pre-show package for the BET Awards with Tisha Campbell Martin and Tisha Campbell Martin and Tashina Arnold, when I received a call from PR icon Queenie Donaldson asking me if I was okay and did I hear the news. He did not give a response, I'll be sure that is, on what led him to this conclusion. So he's making, I guess, allegations. The post is not on his Instagram page anymore. Let me ask y'all a question. Or let me say this. Raise your hand if you immediately thought that something was fishy about the sudden passing of Kim Porter. Like, when you heard this, when you heard that she passed away, right, in 2018, what was your initial reaction? Aside from remorse, for her children, as well as her family, and of course, aside from saying, oh my gosh, like what happened? Did you feel something fishy? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he added Diddy in this post that is no longer on his Instagram page. You guys make sure you continue to pray for Kim Porter's kids, and I'll be sure as well. This is a picture of Kim Porter, I'll be sure, and their son Quincy. That post is not there anymore, y'all. It's gone. And I have to say that I'm not in disagreement with what he said, because just certain things just don't add up. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm pretty sure you guys know the story. If not, you can Google it, even down to the 911 call. It's just really, really, really weird. But we're going to move along because I don't even like the energy that I'm feeling right now. Up next, Nick Cannon, his fine self. They done did our boy dirty, y'all. Viacom CBS is ending its long-running relationship with Nick Cannon after he made some quote-unquote anti-Semitic comments on his podcast. So in the June 30th episode of his podcast, Cannon's Class, Nick Cannon interviewed Professor Griff, who was a rapper who was part of Public Enemy before leaving the group after making anti-Semitic remarks. So on the podcast, Cannon said, Black people are the true Hebrews, and he talked about anti-Semitic conspiracy theories involving a specific family. I'm pretty sure that this video has probably already been demonetized, so if you definitely want to support your girl, look in the description box and you will see the CashApp. They're not required, but they are definitely greatly appreciated. All donations. Thank you in advance. So he goes on to say, it's never hate speech. You can't be anti-Semitic when we are the Semitic people. This is what Nick Cannon was saying. When we are the same people who they want to be. That's our birthright. We are the true Hebrews. So a Viacom CBS spokesperson released a statement to Variety saying that the company's relationship with Cannon is now terminated. Lord have mercy. So they gave a statement. You like to hear it? Here goes the statement. I'm going to read it. I'm not going to play anything. Viacom CBS condemns bigotry of any kind, and we categorically denounce all forms of anti-Semitism. We have spoken with Nick Cannon about an episode of his podcast, Cannon's Class, on YouTube, which promoted hateful speech and spread anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. While we support ongoing education and dialogue in the fight against bigotry, we are deeply troubled that Nick has failed to acknowledge or apologize for perpetuating anti-Semitism, and we are terminating our relationship with him. We are committed to doing better in our response to incidents of anti-Semitism, racism, and bigotry. Viacom CBS will have further announcements on our efforts to combat hate of all kinds. This is what Viacom CBS said. Now, on Monday, Nick Cannon said on Twitter and Facebook that he has no hate in his heart, nor malice, or any malicious intentions, and he doesn't condone hate speech. He also said that he holds himself accountable for his moment and takes full responsibility for his actions. Wow. That's wild. You know how long he's been associated with Viacom? A long time. since the early 90s. Nickelodeon Nick. He also hosted Wild 'N Out, which aired on MTV and VH1 since 2005. More recently, he's been known as the host of The Masked Singer on Fox and hosted America's Got Talent on NBC from 2009 to 2016. Now, he's also launching a syndicated daytime talk show in September with Debmar Mercury. I did talk about that. Watch out, Wendy. But I wonder if this is going to affect his future business situations. I mean, he did say like savages. He referred to people as savages. I don't know. I didn't listen to the segment or the podcast, so I don't know. However, it was only a matter of time, man. Yeah, you guys have seen the transitions that Nick has been making. He's been taking great efforts to educate himself. The truth will set you free, man, but you're going to have to pay the price. So he wrote on Twitter, I pulled up some of his tweets. Anyone who knows me knows that I have no hate in my heart nor malice intentions. I do not condone hate speech nor the spread of hateful rhetoric. We are living in a time when it's more important than ever to promote unity and understanding. He says in another tweet, until then, I hold myself accountable for this moment and take full responsibility because my intentions are only to show that as a beautiful human species, we have way more commonalities than differences. So let's embrace those as well as each other. We all family, with the praying hands emoji. Did you like my dramatic reading, guys? What do you guys think about this? I just think it was only a matter of time, man, because like I said, Nick Cannon started talking about things, educating people, things that you're not going to find in your traditional classroom textbook. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, yeah, they didn't like that. The powers that be didn't like that. But he's a brave guy. He knows what he's doing. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nick has things lined up for the future because he wants to talk that talk. And I don't think he should be silenced, you know. He doesn't promote violence. Nick Cannon does not. Nickelodeon Nick, are you kidding me? Mr. Nickelodeon, he doesn't promote violence. It's just sometimes on a lot of these platforms, you got to watch what you say, unfortunately, because if you piss off the powers that be, it's a wrap. So I wish him and his fine self luck. He'll be fine. And I can't wait to see his talk show in September. Hopefully that won't be pulled. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So let me know what you guys think. All right, up next, Miss Tyra Banks. Now, it's good to see her back, but I don't know how I feel about this one. So she's supposed to be the new host of Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, this was confirmed by Variety. So news broke on Monday that longtime hosts Tom and Erin would be departing the show. So Tyra gave a statement, and she says, I've been a fan of Dancing with the Stars since its beginning. The fun mixed with new emotions, seeing celebrities push past their comfort zones, the sizzling dance performances. It's always transported me to my days of turning it up 10 notches on the catwalk. Now, she's also going to be an executive producer in addition to being host. Now, see, she got her ducks in a row, and I'm not mad at that. Now, in her statement, Tyra Banks, she honored the original host, saying, Tom has set a powerful stage, and I'm excited to continue the legacy and put on my executive producer and hosting hats. So news of Tom and Erin's exit came out Monday evening. Tom, he's been with the show for about 28 seasons since its inception, and Erin had been co-hosting with Tom since season 18. Tom, he tweeted that he was informed by ABC he would not be asked back to the show for the 29th season. His tweet indicated that the shakeup came as a surprise. So he says, just informed, Dancing ABC will be continuing without me. This is what he tweeted. So he goes on to say, it's been an incredible 15-year run and the most unexpected gift of my career. I'm grateful for that and for the lifelong friendships made. That said, now what am I supposed to do with all these glitter masks? Cue laugh track. Now, Tom, He was good. I liked him. What happened to Wayne Brady? I think Wayne Brady guest host, or was it not Wayne Brady, Alfonso Ribeiro, Carlton from Fresh Prince. I like them as potential hosts. I don't know about Tyra. I love Tyra, but I don't know about Tyra. What do you guys think about this? Now, the president of ABC Entertainment, Carrie Burke, gave a statement, and it goes, Tom has been an integral part of the ABC family for nearly 2 decades, from hosting America's Funniest Home Videos to Dancing with the Stars. We are grateful for all he and Aaron have done to make Dancing with the Stars a success. As we gear up for the show's 29th season, we can't wait to welcome Tyra Banks to our, quote, dancing stage. Tyra is an award-winning multi-hyphenate whose fierce female prowess. It'd be so funny when I'm reading this stuff because they so extra. And they probably don't even talk like this in real life. They probably hire somebody to write it. But I love it. It's very dramatic. Anyway, Tyra is a award-winning multi-hyphenate whose fierce female prowess and influence across many industries have made an inedible mark. Did I say that right? Anyway, her fresh take on America's favorite dancing competition will surely bring more than a smize to fans everywhere. And then I don't make it no better with my dramatic self. I love it. I was always one of those kids that like wanted to read out loud in class because I was so extra. Anyway, so the network, ABC that is, they have not disclosed how season 29 will be produced, you know, in light of the pandemic. So we don't even know, is there going to be a studio audience? How in the heck are the couples supposed to be social distancing? Are they going to be wearing masks, glitter masks with their glitter leotards and tap shoes? Tyra is qualified, right? Like she is. We know that. She had her talk show. There was nothing else on to watch back in the day on UP at 9, so I would watch. Anyway, she had, of course, America's Next Top Model. She hosted, what's the other show? I just totally forgot. She's qualified, right? She's qualified. But I think that she has a tendency to be a little corny, and not in a good way, because I like corny, you know, corny jokes, you know, haha. But she's like overly corny, and sometimes it can be too much and annoying. But that's just my opinion. However, right, I think that her energy will be good for this type of show, right? I watch Dancing with the Stars. I like Dancing with the Stars, always have. It's fun, the lights, the costumes, you know, the dance moves, even when some of these celebrities come on and got 2 left feet. It's just entertaining. Tom and Aaron were good. I did like them. But I think that Tyra, for this type of show, I think that her energy will be good for this show. But again, she has a tendency to be corny, but she'll be fine. She's hosting. She just has to read a teleprompter for maybe 1-2 minutes, and then they go on dancing, then read again for 1-2 minutes, and then they go on giving like a little trailer of a behind the scenes. So it might not be that bad, right? Are the judges going to be the same? I can't wait for the new season to come back, but I'm even more interested to see how this is going to work. Like, are the couples going to be, the dance partners, they're going to be wearing masks? What do you guys think? Make sure you're dropping down in the comments and sharing your thoughts. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to hit the like button and comment. Blow up the comment section. Hitting the like button helps the video get, you know, more traction, more visible to a wider audience. So you guys have helped me grow thus far. So let's keep that momentum going. Before you go, question of the day. I didn't ask it in the beginning, but it's all right. So if you made it this far, thank you. And the question of the day is, what's one thing you didn't realize was expensive until you became an adult? Cue the Jeopardy music. I am going to answer, and I'm going to have to say light bills, because let me tell you something right now. The way my light bill is set up, I don't know. I may have to come back on camera and dance for a couple of dollars. I'm just saying, okay? Yeah, but light bills, now I understand why, my family, my parents would cut the light off. Why is every light on in this house? When I was a little kid, it's like, who cares? Now that I am an adult, well, that's what the law says, but I still feel like a 17-year-old kid. Anyway, light bills. I cringe every time I open my light bill. It's a mess. So, Royal Family, be sure to answer the question of the day. Be sure to share the video. I don't mind at all. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. Click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I hit you with a morning boogie video. I do reviews. Greenleaf is on there. You know what I'm saying? And then hot topics. So there's a lot to choose from, a lot for you to look at on the channel, So enjoy yourself, mingle in the comments section. For those of you who joined the live broadcast today, I appreciate your attendance. Gold stars for you. Okay, I'm signing off. So, Royal Family, I love you for watching, and until next time, peace.